Santa baby, just slip a sable under the tree for me.
Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to do this ridiculously unorganized holiday look. Pretty simple and straightforward. It just makes you look shiny and prepared for Christmas. Yeah, let's get into it. My acne is like doing poorly. Christmas, that's coming in like 2 days. This is literally the most festive thing I own, so that's what we're getting today. Skincare. So here I have some rose water. It's very hydrating. I love it for my skin, and it's honestly kind of changed the way I approach skincare, which is really awesome. What? And then I just kind of pat that in. This other bottle here has tea tree essential oil, lavender essential oil, and witch hazel water. That fancy water that like people talk about. I don't know. My friend gave this to me. Shout out to you, JR, and it's really great. I usually put this on only at night, but my skin needs help right now. And this is really good just for clearing up blemishes, acne. This rose facial oil is from Trader Joe's. I just started using it and it smells really nice. I don't know if it actually does anything for my skin, but I don't think anything does. So 1 squirt's enough because this stuff is potent and it smells delicious. I just kind of rub this on my hands and pat it in. I also tend to get a bit in my hair just because it makes it shiny. There's nothing wrong with that. I've been loving this primer that was in the Sephora birthday collection. It's the Glow Starter Mega Illuminating Moisturizer by Glam Glow, and this is a nude. It smells great. It makes your skin really shiny, and it actually makes your foundation stay on longer. Now, this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation is incredible. I love it so much. This is probably my 4th bottle, and I'm almost out of this one. I need to get another one. It comes with a little wand, and I like doing that with it. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know, but I'm a junior in high school. I go to an art school in Los Angeles, which is fun. And yeah, so college auditions are coming up next year, and I just recovered from a really serious music-related injury. I had compartmental nerve syndrome, I think. I don't even know what that means. That's what the doctor said. And a mixture of just tendonitis and really bad muscle tension everywhere in my neck, my shoulders, my back, my arm. So I had to take a month off from playing. But now I'm back in commission, which is exciting, but it's kind of terrifying because I have to go back slowly. What am I doing? What's after foundation? Concealer. This is the Creaseless Concealer from Tarte. I'm using it in the shade Light Honey, which is really nice. So I do this in like whoop patterns. I don't know if this is how you're supposed to put on concealer, but it's how I put on concealer, so that makes it right for me. Go up a little more and just have some here. This really brings a lot of light to the center of the face. And then eyebrows. These are my natural brows. They're kind of thick, but they're a little caterpillary, so I like to carve them out with concealer. Yeah. And I use a beauty blender to blend this out also. With this injury, I had to take quite a bit of time off of playing, like a few months, and I couldn't really practice my repertoire for a while, but now it's coming back. Well, now I'm coming back to practicing more. I have a competition scheduled in March of next year. So yeah, it's coming back slowly but surely. some Kat Von D translucent setting powder, which is actually kind of great. And then this is just a flat powder brush from e.l.f. It's actually really good. It's synthetic fiber, and I love synthetics for powders just because it sets it very finely. You can't see it very much, and this is a light setting powder. Now I'm going on to the eyes. Some people do eyes before foundation, or like at the very end, or whenever. I do it now. This is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Original, and it's so great. I've had this specific one for an atrocious amount of time. The biggest mistake I see people use with eyeshadow is just not using a primer. And you can use concealer under your, as a base on your lids, and that helps, but primer just keeps it on all day long, and it's really helpful. I use the same beauty blender for that. Now today I'm going to use Modern Renaissance by Anastasia for this cheery holiday look. I'm also going to use some colors from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. This color right here is really good as a transitional crease shade for me. And it just kind of brings everything out, and it makes it very natural. And sometimes you can just use this shade by itself, but I like it underneath practically every look I do. And I'm going to go in with a bit of Golden Ochre from the Modern Renaissance, just to kind of give a bit of a stronger transitional blending shade. And I bring that out pretty far. So yeah, that's kind of hard to see, but it works really well to help blend in the rest of the colors when you go back with the more intense stuff. I'm going to go in with Red Ochre, which is a really nice deep red. Yeah, so it's a very cranberry-esque color, which I like. It's very holiday appropriate. So I'm going to kind of drag this out a bit, and it's more important to just get a lot of coverage, and then you can clean it up later. Oh, I'm using Morphe M412, which is a really good brush just for kind of applying darker colors, and then you have blending brushes later. It goes out kind of far. So what I like to do, I should have said this earlier, I usually don't dip the powder off and just get that initial stamp of pigment, which you need to be very careful with, because if you do this wrong, it's very hard to clean up. But then I bring this out more, and I do kind of a large stroke with this to bring it up more into near the eyebrow, and you just blend this out a lot. This is just your basis of color, and then you'll be making this look more refined later on. Now I'm gonna go in with E15 Morphe brush. It's a really thick packing brush, which I like for getting intense color on. And I'm going to mix a little bit of Venetian Red and Realgar, which is this orange shade here. And these two creates kind of a more cranberry shade that's a little on the red side, which helps balance this out. So I'm just packing this all over the lid. So this helps to give you even more of a base of color to work with. So that looks terrifying at first glance, and mine's sort of uneven, but not to fear, we're going back with more. Less. So now you have this base that looks kind of terrifying. And I'm going to do what I call, not a cut crease, but based on one, because I don't know how to do an actual cut crease. But I like just kind of using that technique of just kind of putting concealer down. It works for lighter colors in the middle and inner corner of the lid. I do this in circular motions. And if you want, you can kind of drag this out a little, which gives you more leeway to work with. And then I'll take a concealer brush. This is Stila number 11, and I do blend this in with that. It's just, it kind of works the same way your finger does. And if you don't want your finger to get tacky with the concealer, it's a great brush to use. And then I'm going to use my finger, and I'm going to get Primavera, and I'm just going to pack that all over the lid, but not going above the crease. And this helps to make a really good shimmer. And you don't be afraid actually to go back with a lighter touch and get the gold shimmer color a little bit higher into the crease, because this helps to really blend everything out. Now I'm taking my blending brush and I'm grabbing burnt orange. This is a Morphe MB44. It's a synthetic fiber blending brush. It's very loose and it's incredible. So I'm just bringing this all across here, really blending everything out nicely. I will go in with the brush from the palette on the small side and just get a little bit of Venetian red mixed with Algar, and then just kind of put that color back in. And I will do this on both sides, just on the outside edge of the lid. And I'm actually going to grab a bit of that transition shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm just using that to make everything a little more subtle. Actually, I'm going to grab my concealer brush because it's very precise. I'm going to get this shade from the Jaclyn Hill because it's a little more of a burnt orange red, and I'm just gonna pack this right here. Mixed with all the cranberry shades, that really helps to give more red to the look once again. Okay, now for the surprise, I'm getting Pussy Whipped, the metallic liquid lip from the Jeffree Star collection. And it's so gorgeous. Beautiful. I'm just gonna get a little bit of that on my finger, and I'm going to use the same concealer brush. Now, Jeffree has stated officially that all of his liquid lip line is eye safe, which is great. And I'm just using this as a very metallic, shimmery type of pigment. Now, you could do this with any liquid highlighter, or liquid eyeshadow or pigment or whatever. This is just what I have. So I'm just gonna go in with a light hand and blend that in a little bit. We will fix this up later. No, I do not do my makeup in an orthodox way, and I'm sorry, that's what you're getting. Now it's time for liner. This is sort of the holy grail of eye makeup. I do nice thick wings, and you can hide the worst eyeshadow job ever with a really good wing, and it'll look very put together. So right now I look sort of crazy, but the liner just really brings in the shape of your eye with the crazy colors, and it just makes it work. So I don't know about you guys, but I've been playing with makeup since 6th grade. I don't know. People have gone a lot younger than that, but I remember stealing my mom's makeup and like wearing awfully matched foundation to school and atrocious, terrible things. But one thing I was always fascinated by was winged liner. So I set out to learn it from a very young age. So I'm like okay at it now, but I wore awful liner to school like every single day for like 4 years maybe. Recently, I've been drawing it out more instead of up, which is a terrible thing to do, but this just is more logical. And it really helps to draw your eye out. Now that we're done with the liner, you can get a really good idea of how this eyeshadow is looking and working for your eye shape and your face. Mine, I'm seeing that it rises much higher than I usually have it in terms of where the brow bone is. I'm going to grab some Primavera from the Anastasia palette, and I'm just gonna rub this all along the underside of my brow. And then I get a little bit of a fatter finger and I blend that out. Now, I'm so angry because I lost my mascara and I have pretty long lashes, so I never use falsies. I mean, I used to, but they just make my eyes look really big. And so I use mascara, and it frames your eyes wonderfully, and I don't have any, and I should have bought some for this video and just for my life, but I don't have any. So I'm going to curl my lashes. I'm just putting on a little more Primavera in the inner corner because it's looking kind of dark. Yeehaw! I'm actually gonna get a lot on the inner corner here for a really intense shine. Yeah. And just make sure to blend that out so you don't look crazy. And then what I have been doing recently is I've been getting a little bit of brow gel and using that on my lashes, which is probably unsanitary. But hey, I just need them to look slightly better than they do. They usually are hella lifted with mascara, but we don't have that now. So. Alright, now time for the rest of my face. Contour. Shade and Light by Kat Von D in the powder version. I've completely run out of the highlighting powders because they're so good. So, actually, there's a little bit left in there, which I'm going to grab. Because it just brings out your under eye so well, and it does really prevent your concealer from creasing. I just kind of put that over where I did my concealer. Why do I do this after my eyes? I don't know, but it happens. That was Morphe 554, an excellent under eye brush. This is Morphe Rose Gold Collection in R3. It's a tapered contour brush and it's incredible. I usually mix this middle shade and the dark shade together. Focus! Thank you. I look like a fish. Now I'm doing this for so long because I go in with a very light hand. Having not enough contour is easy to fix, but having too much is just a nightmare, and you have to, you like can't just cover that with a lighter color, then you look hella funky. And then I go in very slightly and just do this on my nose. I don't know if that makes a difference, but hey. And I do contour on the jawline to make me look like snatched. I'm getting an amazing bronzing and blushing brush and just dipping that in here and putting this on my neck. This is the Too Faced chocolate bronzer and it's incredible. Now I'm making sure the excess bronzer is off the brush. I'm going to get this Becca blush trio. It's excellent. I love, love, love mixing this shade and this shade together, and it just creates a really nice, happy looking blush that brings a lot of light to your face. Highlight, lovely. I love using this milk highlight. It's the holographic in Mars, and it's so incredible. I just take the stick and put on a lot on my nose, on my Cupid's bow, and under my brows. Then I take trusty old beauty blender and I blend that out to make it look not so stripy. And then I take my beauty blender and I dip it into my highlight. This is King Tut by Jeffree Star. It's like too dark for me, but that's fine. It's just like really pretty and it brings so much light into your face. It's glorious. I love it so much. And then if you go too heavy with this, I take the underside into a little bit of blush actually. And I just kind of, in a like little circular motion. So it just gives you a really nice looking and natural color. And then now, I'm going to be trying out Pussy Whipped by Jeffree, which I'm so excited about. I don't wear lipstick often, but I'm just going to go for it. Okay, I love that. Yeah, I'm really digging this. Yeah, it kind of looks like a lip gloss, but has very peachy undertones to it. Yeah, I'm digging it. Should I do something to my eyebrows? Yeah, they look kind of bad. Alright. I have really dark brows, so if I ever do something to them, I take like really dark brown or black eyeshadow. I'll take Cypress Umber from Anastasia, and I'm just gonna kind of go over them once with these. And I usually tend to drag like the tail end down just a tad. And if you mess this part up, it is one of the times when you can use concealer to clean it up. There we go. Also, I want to stress it's sort of like a special moment because I literally never do anything to my brows, like ever. I just kind of rub my hair into place. And I think we're done. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to. I'll have some holiday vlogs coming up soon, and I'm doing a Q&A right after this. So, yeah.
So hurry down the chimney tonight.